All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. We're going to do now binder number 4 of the 8x10 collection. We left off with Deborah McMichael, and we're ready to move on. So as you join us, enjoy. This will be the last one at least due for this afternoon. I don't know if we'll do more at night or a different day, but I'm trying to get through these during my week off here, my spring break. All right. So again, Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. We're now on binder number 4. We open it up right away here with Demolition. So we have Demolition Smash here and Axe over there. There's the original Demolition, Axe, and Smash with Mr. Fuji. Pretty cool picture there. Here's a similar photo, but it's a little bit different. As you see, this one's different than this one. Okay. This one is signed by Axe here, Smash there, and Mr. Fuji signed this one too on the bottom. So it's triple sign, Axe, Smash, and Mr. Fuji. So we got Demolition with their manager, Mr. Fuji, who passed away a number of years ago. Yeah, Demolition should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. They're a legendary tag team. All right, our next one is triple signed by 3 Demolition. So we have Crush here, Smash here, and Axe there on the bottom. So we have all 3 members of Demolition. We have Axe, Smash, and Crush. Almost nobody's got 3 Demolition, and you'll be surprised I actually have 2 of them. So Axe, Smash, and Crush, all 3 Demolition. Yep, and Crush first came to the WWF. So he became an instant champion, huh? This was Jim Powers. I used to help him out with some indie bookings. He was on a tour in Japan, and he met up with Demolition, so they gave this to him and signed it for me. So it says, "To Todd, good luck, Axe of Demolition, and Demolition Smash down there." So it's kind of like a collage of them, signed by Axe and Smash of Demolition. So nice one there. And there's the other triple sign one. This one's a magazine page, though. So I bought this. It was only signed by Crush right here. And then my friend went to some signing in Pennsylvania. So we had Axe sign it there and Smash sign it there. So nice triple signed magazine picture of 3 Demolition, Axe, Smash, and Crush. So nobody really has them triple signed. If they do, it's extremely rare. I actually have 2 of them, right? So that's pretty awesome. Axe, Smash, and Crush, all 3 members of Demolition. All right, this one's very nice too. This is a WrestleMania 5 picture. This is pretty new. This was not here when I did the video in the summer. It's signed by Demolition. So we have Axe and Smash here. And then we have the Powers of Pain, the Warlord, and the Barbarian. So we have the Demolition and the Powers of Pain quadruple sign from WrestleMania 5. I used to have a Survivor Series 88 one. I sold that one. And I'm now keeping this one. All right. And our next photo, this is signed by, this is the rare Smash. This is the Moon guy who played Moondog Rex. So he signed it as Smash Randy Colley. So that's Demolition Smash Randy Colley, who played Moondog Rex, only signed by him. So that's very rare. Randy Colley, who was Moondog Rex. All right, next we have the Demon, who is from WCW, like the Dying Days in 2000. So it just says the Demon, like a Kiss kind of gimmick. All right, next, and okay, this cool like business card too. So that's pretty interesting. Sign that. Next is Deonna Purrazzo, or Purrazzo, however you say it, current product diva, who's a champion from TNA Impact. Deonna Purrazzo. All right, next is an old school women's wrestler from the late 80s. Her name was Desiree Peterson. So here she is signed as Desiree Peterson. This is triple signed by Deuce, Cherry, and Domino. Okay, so Deuce, Domino, and Cherry. A 2007 WWE promo picture of Deuce, Domino, and Cherry. And there's a second one of Deuce, Domino, and Cherry. So Deuce signed it here, Cherry in the middle, Domino there. And there they are when they were the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Deuce, Domino, and Cherry. All right. Yeah, the autograph, though, is signed, though, by Moondog Rex, though. Maybe that is Darso as Smash, but I guess they didn't have time to make a photo of him because when Randy Colley played him, it only lasted like 2 or 3 matches. So that is signed by Moondog Rex, though. All right. Next is Diamond Dallas Page. So he wrote Bang, Diamond Dallas Page right there. So cool one there of DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. There's another one of DDP. So he wrote Bang DDP here. Here's a double sign one, Diamond Dallas Page here and Kimberly Page over there. They have since divorced, but there they are together. DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, and Kimberly Page. There's I went to Access in 2013, and this is like an autographed match sheet. That's Diamond Dallas Page signing that. And there's me meeting Diamond Dallas Page in 2013. So he wrote "To Todd Bang, Diamond Dallas Page." This is Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, when he was called the Diamond Stud. I should probably try to get, if I can meet DDP again and get him to sign it, but this is just signed by Diamond Stud, who played Razor Ramon from WCW like 91, 92. All right, this is Bret Hart's sister and Davey Boy's wife, so Diana Hart Smith. So not many graphs of her out there, so pretty cool in there of Diana Hart Smith. Here's another rare one. Not sure if I had this the last time I did a video. This is Dick Murdoch, signed right here, and it's personalized to a guy named Oscar. So it said, "Oscar, you're next." Dick Murdoch. So I know it's not in great shape, but very hard to get Dick Murdoch's autograph. He's been deceased since 95 or 96, I believe. A long time. All right, here's another Dick that's dead. Dirty Dick Slater. So it says Dick Slater with a title belt. This is from a High Spots website. Dick Slater. There's a High Spot cert. Here's another one of Dick Slater, signed right there. So cool one of Dirty Dick Slater. This is Big Daddy Cool Diesel, so Kevin Nash. There he is with the world title on his shoulder, the Eagle Wing belt. So Diesel, Kevin Nash. Who did? Was it Dick Murdoch or Dick Slater who pushed Sting's head down the toilet? Tell me. Here's another one of Diesel. This is when he was the Intercontinental champion. So he wrote Diesel, IC champion. Which Dick are you talking about? Dick Murdoch or Dick Slater, Kenji Oro? All right, Diesel as the Intercontinental champion. There he's with the IC belt, like nice and shiny. This is Slater's the one who did it. Okay. So there is JSA cert of Diesel as the Intercontinental champion. So one of him is World, one of them is IC. This is the fake Diesel. This is the guy who played Kane and Dr. Isaac Yankem. So he signed it as Diesel. That's the fake Diesel. So very rare to get that autograph there. So the fake Diesel Kane. Fortunately, I don't have the fake Razor's autograph. I think he's deceased. All right, this is a super rare one. This is the Warrior, but he was called the Dingo Warrior. So he signed it Dingo Warrior, not Ultimate Warrior, but Dingo Warrior. Huh? Tough to get that. So nice pose there of the Dingo Warrior. Impressed with that, Kenji Oro? This is Canada's Strongest Man, Dino Bravo, another super rare one. So there's Dino Bravo in the ring. At one point, I actually had a Bravo Frenchie dual sign one, but I had to trade that to get some other stuff, unfortunately. But I did have a Bravo Frenchie combo at one time. There's Bravo meeting that fan, Bob Pivaroff again. So there's Dino Bravo and Bob, signed by Dino. And there's a magazine page signed by Dino Bravo. He's with Frenchie, but only signed by Dino. Like I said, I actually had an 8x10 with them dual signed, but I had to give it up in the trade at one point. There's Dino Bravo. Yeah, he got killed in 93. And on the back of the Bravo magazine page, it's also signed by Greg Valentine. So there's Greg the Hammer Valentine. We'll see more of him when we get into the G's, but see, it was the back of the magazine. So Bravo signed it here, and Greg signed the back. Okay. All right. We talked about them earlier, the Bruise Brothers. So here they are when they're the DOA. So Skull and 8-Ball. Crush and Chains are in the picture, but only signed by Skull and 8-Ball. Here's the Disco Inferno. I actually have a bunch. I used to have a bunch of them. I only kept one, though. So it says Shake Your Booty, Disco. So there's the Disco Inferno. Funny picture of him. And there's another one of Disco Inferno in a small picture. Next, we have D'Lo Brown. He wrote D'Lo Brown, Intercontinental Champion. So IC Champ D'Lo Brown. This is the original Doink. He signed it as Matt Bourne. So that's Matt Bourne. Doink as Matt Bourne. Yeah, D'Lo's kind of funny. Matt Bourne Doink. All right, here's another one. This is the Skinner Doink. So he signed it as Doink 2. Doink 2 is Skinner Doink. That's the guy who was Steve Kern, Skinner. And there he is. So that's Skinner Doink. This is the guy who's the babyface Doink from like late 93 and 95. His name was Ray Lucatelli, Ray Apollo. So it says Doink the Clown, and there he is with Dink. So Doink and Dink dual sign. This is that same Doink we just talked about a second ago. The guy was Ray Apollo, so Doink the Clown. And the Brooklyn Brawler, who's getting beat up, also signed it. So there's Ray along with the Brawler. All right, next we have Dolph Ziggler and Kalisto. So dual signed by Dolph and Kalisto. This is Dominic DeNucci. He trained guys like Shane Douglas and Mick Foley. Dominic DeNucci. He's from the Pittsburgh area or something like that. I just got this one in a few days ago. This is Dominic Mysterio. That's JSA certed as well. So Dominic Mysterio. There's the JSA cert. This is The Rock, Don Morocco, and he wrote Aloha, Don Morocco. So cool one there of Don Morocco. This is double signature, Don Morocco and Bob Backlund. As you see, Backlund's got Morocco in an arm lock or arm bar, and they're having a matched cool dual sign photo of Don Morocco and Bob Backlund. All right, next we have Doom. It's signed by everybody here. So you got Ron Simmons here, Hacksaw Butch Reed up there, and Teddy Long down here. So we have Teddy Long and Doom, Ron Simmons, Butch Reed, and Teddy Long. I do not have Art Bar Kenjiero. What's funny is there's this guy who used to sell and trade me a lot. He had him recently, but he's blocked me for some reason. I don't know why. Showed me, but yeah, unfortunately I couldn't get it. Not many people have him. He's tough to get. I don't have the juicer or Art Bar. You can help me get him, Kenjiero, at a fair price to contribute to this awesome collection. I greatly appreciate it. As you see, I don't sell this stuff for profit. I have nice binders and really organized. He was called the Juicer in WW. That's who Art Bar. I don't have him as anything. I'd love to have Art Bar though. This is Dory Funk Jr., the brother of Terry Funk. So that's Dory Funk. This is Doug Gilbert. He was in the Royal Rumble 96. I guess he's related to Eddie Gilbert. That's Doug Gilbert. He's the guy facing Savio here. Doug Gilbert. This is signed by Doug Summers. So he wrote Pretty Boy, Doug Summers. He was the tag team partner of Buddy Rose in the AWA. They feuded with the Rockers. So Doug Summers. These are, I guess in the USWA, these guys got more of a push, but they were jobbers in the WWF and WCW. So this guy's called Doug Vines. He wrote Doug Vines, Barroom Brawlers or Brothers. No, Brawlers. Barroom Brawlers, USWA, Doug Vines. And his partner is called Jeff Sword. So Doug Vines and Jeff Sword, interesting tag team there. I do have the Headhunters too. You'll see them eventually. This is the Dream Team. So we have Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine. So the Dream Team, Beefcake and Hammer. Johnny V there, but only signed by Beefcake and Hammer. This is Drew McIntyre, signed up there. So Drew McIntyre here with the, I guess the world title belt in some federation. I don't know which federation that is. Drew McIntyre. This is Droz. So this is after he was paralyzed. So he just signs it as DD. Before he was paralyzed, he just filled his whole name, Darren Drozdoff, though. So that's Droz. Sad what happened to him being paralyzed. This is Dude Love. You saw the triple sign one earlier of all three gimmicks with Cactus, Mankind, and Dude Love, but there he is just as Dude Love. All right, this is double signed by the Dudley Boys. So Bubba Ray here and Devon over there. Stacy did not sign this, but cool picture with Stacy in it, though. As you can see, like she's naked with the title belts around her. And again, Bubba Ray signed it over here, Devon over there. Yep, I do some solo Stacy ones we'll get to later when we get to the S's, but that's the Dudley Boys. This is Duke the Dumpster Drosy signed up there. Time to take out the trash. He was around from 94 to 96. Duke the Dumpster Drosy. This is the Dungeon of Doom. It's signed by 4 different members, so we'll go through them. You have the One Man Gang. I like how he makes that cool, like, see, he makes the bones and the cool skull thing he draws. We have the Barbarian, who we saw earlier. We have Hugh Morris. We saw him earlier as Bill DeMott. And we have, who's the other one? Oh, yeah, Ming. Ming signed it over here. So Ming by the arm. Hugh Morris up there. He signed both gimmicks, Hugh Morris and Bill DeMott. Barbarian there, and One Man Gang. So nice quadruple signed photo there of the Dungeon of Doom. Who reminds you of Adam Bomb? All right, next we have the natural Dustin Rhodes. This is when he was the U.S. champion in WCW. He even wrote U.S. champ. So there's Dustin Rhodes as the United States champion. Here's another interesting one. This is Dustin Rhodes, and he's punching the big steel man. Oh, the dumpster? Okay. Duke Drosy reminded Kenji Arrow of Adam Bomb. Okay, I guess with the beard and stuff, yeah. So Dustin Rhodes in the corner. He's punching Big Steel Man. Big Steel Man, of course, was the guy who played Tugboat, Typhoon, and Shockmaster. So rare gimmick here when he was called Big Steel Man. And we have Dustin Rhodes punching him in the corner. Double signed by Dustin and Big Steel Man. Here we have the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. So he signed it as Dusty Rhodes with the title belt. The American Dream. Nice picture there of Dusty Rhodes. Very nice signature. Here's a magazine page of Dusty Rhodes, signed right here. So there's another one of the Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And here we have the classic polka dot Dusty Rhodes version. So 3 signatures of Dusty Rhodes. There he is with the polka dots. And look who's on the back. I have a small one of Dusty Rhodes, again, meeting that guy, Bob Pivaroff. But in addition to that, Sweet Sapphire. No one has her autograph. Very rare. The only time I saw her autograph was like on this, like a WrestleMania 6, like I think you put a drink coaster on or something like that. But this is an actual photo of her though. So it says, "To Ray, love Sapphire, WWF." So she's been dead since '96, but there she is, Sweet Sapphire and the American Dream reunited. All right. Next we have Dirty Dutch Mantel. Also plays Zeb Coulter, Zebekiah. So Dirty Dutch. There's a second one of Dirty Dutch. This one's a magazine page. It says Dirty Dutch Mantel. Here we have Devon Dudley. We saw the Dudleys together earlier. There's Devon by himself. Here's another rare one. This is the Dynamic Dudes. So it's Shane Douglas, but the rare part is we have Johnny Ace. So John Laurinaitis, Johnny Ace. There they are together as the Dynamic Dudes in WCW. Very rare. Dynamic Dudes Douglas and Johnny Ace. All right. Somewhat rare, Dynamite Kid. There you saw Davey Boy earlier. There's the Dynamite. Shame I don't have them together, but at least I got both of them. There's Dynamite. Here's another one of Dynamite is when he met that fan, Bob Pivaroff. So it says Dynamite Kid right there. And there he is meeting Dynamite in the Shades with Bob. Here's another one of Dynamite. So a couple of nice signatures there of the Dynamite Kid. Love to work stiff on people. Here's Earl Hebner. Yeah, I guess he had a mustache when he went to TNA. So Earl Hebner in a TNA photo file. You saw him earlier with Dave. There's Earl. Here's a good one. Earthquake. Not too many earthquakes out there. There he is. I actually have a combo of the natural disasters too, which we'll get to eventually. But there's a solo one of the big guy, John Tenta, Earthquake. Dynamite in the Mountain? Yeah, Dynamite and Jacques Rougeau back in '88 had a big fight. That's right, Kenji Arrow. So there's Earthquake. All right, our next one is dual signed. It's signed by Cactus Jack here. And then we have Eddie Gilbert here. So it says, "Be cool, thank you, Eddie Gilbert." And it says, "Hello, George, something Cactus Jack." Okay, so dual sign Cactus Jack and Eddie Gilbert. So Eddie Gilbert, a very rare autograph because he's been dead for many years. And maybe Dynamite would have been a world champion. I don't know, but probably Intercontinental champion at least, Kenji Arrow. All right, here's a second one of Eddie Gilbert. It's personalized to a guy named Roy. It says, "To Roy, hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert." This is on a magazine page, so cool one there of Eddie Gilbert. Yeah, he got his teeth knocked out. Never came back after Survivor Series '88. That was it. Wrestled in Japan until '91 or so, I believe. All right, this is Eddie Guerrero. I have 2 different kinds of signatures. This is like his old signature when he was in WCW. This is a WCW photo file from '98. Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat. And then this is more of like his WWF signature. So this is from WrestleMania 17, I believe. Yeah, WrestleMania 17. So there's a second one of Eddie Guerrero. So how many people have Guerrero to begin with? I have two of them. One from WCW, one from WWF. All right, our next one is a combo. So we have Edge right here and Lita over there. So we have Edge and Lita. There she is showing her titties, as you know. Edge and Lita together. And that is High Spot Certain. Next, we have a triple sign one. It's Edge and the Edge heads, basically. So Edge, Kurt Hawkins, and Zack Ryder. So Hawkins and Ryder earlier, but there's Edge with them. So Edge, Kurt Hawkins, and Zack Ryder. Yeah, Lita looks good in that picture. I agree. All right, next we have this girl apparently grew up, or she lived in a town 5 minutes from me called Oradell, New Jersey. She was in ECW. Her name was Elektra. So it says Lovia Elektra. I don't remember too much from ECW because I didn't watch. I mainly watched like 94 to 97. I'm not sure what year she was around, but that's Elektra from ECW. And she lived at least a few years ago. I don't know if she moved since, but she lived in a town like 5 minutes from me. All right, next is Miss Elizabeth. I got a few of her. So it says Best Wishes, Elizabeth. There's Elizabeth at ringside, cheering on her man, probably the Macho Man in this case. So there's Elizabeth. Here's another nice one of Miss Elizabeth. This is probably after WrestleMania 4. She's had the world title belt on her shoulder. Celebrating on the Macho Man. So it says Best Wishes, Elizabeth. A nice picture there. Here's a one of Elizabeth in WCW when she was in the NWO, I guess. So there's Elizabeth right there in black. You amazed how many Elizabeths I have? That's 3 already. I think I still have another one at least. There's Elizabeth with that fan Bob. The guy Bob I said meets everybody. So there she is, Elizabeth. Sign that one for Bob. And one more Elizabeth. This is I don't know if this was when she was in the Horsemen or the NWO. She was very sexy in WCW, though, right? There's Elizabeth, and maybe she got a boob job at that time or something. I don't know. But a fourth one though of or 5 now of Miss Elizabeth. So you have 4 in the small photo with Bob. So a bunch of Miss Elizabeths in my collection. All right, next we have a dual signed. This is some more modern wrestlers. So we have Ember Moon here in the headlock and Liv Morgan. We'll see a bunch of Liv Morgans later. She's very famous. She actually grew up near me. She worked at a Hooters in a town called Paramus, New Jersey, which is pretty funny. Then we have Ember Moon and Liv Morgan. Okay. This is Emma on a WWE photo file from 2015, I believe. Emma. Okay. This is Enzo Amore. So there's Enzo. He's another New Jersey guy. He grew up in Waldwick, New Jersey. Enzo. He wrestles on the Indies now. This is a young Eric Bischoff from his WCW days. So Eric Bischoff on a WCW 1992 picture. Eric Bischoff. And here's a more modern Eric Bischoff from like when he's the Raw GM. It's 2005 here. Eric Bischoff. This is Eric Rowan. You can sign it as Rowan there. He's giving somebody a choke. I forget that guy's name. That's the guy who got beat up like in 2012 by everybody, though. Eric Rowan. This is the son of Bill Watts, who we saw earlier. This is Eric Watts. So there's Eric Watts in a nice colorful coat. Eric Watts. All right, this is double sign. Nice one there. Cool paint markers and stuff. This is Ernest the Cat Miller. So it says Ernest the Cat Miller, WCW, and Sonny Ono. Sonny Ono, the inventor of the selfie, right? I actually do have a Techno Team 2000 photo. It's only signed by Watts, not the other guy. The other guy must be tough graph to get, but you'll see him eventually. I have him in the tees where he's named. I forget if he was Travis or Troy, but I have him as that gimmick, though. So you'll see him eventually. There's Ernest the Cat Miller and Sonny Ono. Okay. Here's another rare one. This is the one when Lita first came in. She was with S.A. Rios. There's S.A. Rios. Sorry, I dropped the camera for a second. Pick it up. Working still? Yep, okay. So this is S.A. Rios. This is Eugene. Nick Dinsmore played that funny gimmick of, being mentally retarded and stuff. Eugene. All right, this one, yep, you like Essa Rios. Pretty cool. All right, next we have Eva Marie, the red-haired woman from wrestling, Eva Marie. This is Evan Bourne. So you wrote Peace, Evan Bourne. And this is from 2009, this picture. Evan Bourne. Airborne, Evan Bourne. All right, this is Eve Torres. She wrote Believe, Eve Torres. Did she come back recently? I don't really follow the current stuff, so you let me know. Eve Torres. I'm not sure what year that is, but Ezekiel Jackson, Big E. Remember he managed Brian Kendrick at one point? Ezekiel Jackson, big bodyguard, big tough guy. Eve Torres is in movies. Okay. Here's Farouk. We saw him earlier at the APA stuff, but there's Ron Simmons when he was Farouk the Gladiator, managed by Sonny. So that's Farouk Assad. This is a double sign one. I think everyone in this picture is deceased now. Yeah, so you have Fabulous Moolah up here and Harley Race there. We also have Nick Bockwinkel in the picture, but it's just signed by Moolah and Race. So cool photo. These guys, everybody is now deceased in this picture. So again, Fabulous Moolah on top. Harley Race here on the side, and Nick Bockwinkel in the photo, but he did not sign it. All right, next we have, what was their tag team name? Oh, the Fabulous Ones. Okay. These are the Fabulous Ones. It was Stan Lane and Steve Kearns. We saw Steve Kearns earlier as the second Doink. Skinner, yep. So that's Steve Kearns. That's Stan Lane, the guy who was a WWF commentator later in 94, I guess it was. Stan Lane and Steve Kearns. All right, next we have a combo of Fandango and lovely Summer Rae, his dance partner. So they are Fandango and Summer Rae, dual side. Now we have these are like the new Fantastics, I guess. We talked about him earlier. This is Bobby Fulton, the father of Dylan Hines. And this is the uncle, I guess, is Jackie Fulton, okay? So Bobby Fulton and Jackie Fulton, the Fantastics. The one who is dead, I have him somewhere too, but we'll get to when we get to him. Tommy Rogers, I have him somewhere. I guess we get to the T's. All right, this is Fatu in the It's Time to Make a Difference Fatu gimmick. Remember that from like late 95 and 96? So Fatu, It's Time to Make a Difference. I do have Well Done. They're extremely rare. I have them though. I have them on a magazine page. We'll get to them when we get to the W's. So there's Fatu. Here's Ric Flair's wife at one time and girlfriend, Fifi the Maid. This was signed on August 7th, 2010. It's a WCW picture from 93. So it's signed as Fifi. And it's High Spot Certain. All right, here's Finlay. Everyone likes Finlay, likes to fight. That's when he was the U.S. champion in WWE. So nice signature there of Finlay. Next, we have Flash Funk. We saw Too Cold Scorpio earlier. This is Flash Funk. So something's funky. Here's a second one of Flash Funk. This is more of like the Job Squad days. So that's Flash Funk in the Job Squad days, with like late 98, early 99. Flash Funk. All right, we have different versions of the Four Horsemen. This is the original version, signed by everybody. We have Ole Anderson here. He's a tough graft to get. Tully down here. J.J. Dillon over here. Ric Flair over there. And Arn Anderson on top. So that's the Four Horsemen, the original. Every single member. Nice stuff there. J.J. with Flair, Ole, Tully, and Arn. And here's another version of the Four Horsemen. So we have Tully down here. Arn here. Flair there. Lex Luger over here. And JJ up there. So there's another version there. So we got, again, Flair, Arn, Luger, Tully, and JJ. Here's another version of the Horsemen. We have Barry Windham over here. Sid Vicious down here. Ric Flair here. And Arn Anderson up there. So everybody except for Paulie Dangerously doing the interview signed this one. So it's signed by Flair, Arn, Windham, and Sid. You impressed with these different Horseman versions we got? All right, our next one is the sexy Francine. Still looks pretty good today. She managed Shane Douglas and the Pitbulls in ECW. There's Francine. Here's another one of Francine in a bikini, looking really good there. There's Francine showing her breast off on that one. Yeah, she was not bad. Here's a combo of Francine and Douglas. So Francine sign here, Shane Douglas sign there. Pretty cool that it like stands out like that gold. They make it stand out in that picture. Pretty cool. So Francine and Shane Douglas dual sign photo. Francine was not bad. Have that photo in bio. Okay, here's another one. This is PSA certified. Another dual sign. So we have Francine here, Shane Douglas there. This is when Shane Douglas was the ECW heavyweight champion. So dual sign by Francine and Shane Douglas. And we have another, and there's the PSA I was talking about. And one more, we have another Francine and Douglas. I think this is the last photo of that last binder I'm doing for now. So we have Francine up here in the red dress, Shane Douglas over here. This is from ECW, dual sign Francine and Shane Douglas. All right. So thank you for joining me again, Ken Giaro. Anyone else watching this on replay? We've gone through 4 binders so far, and I will continue doing this, but we're going to take a break. I want to go outside and enjoy the sun, enjoy some baseball games. So we'll be back in the coming days to continue the collection, but have a good one, everybody, and enjoy. Goodbye.